那杀猪盘基本上是有3个步骤。那第一个步骤就是寻猪。
He was a lonely man in need of comfort.
杀猪那个猪其实指的就是受害人的意思。
造梦，所谓造梦是什么？现在骗子的高明之处，你们都不知道啊。
他说他1月份会到北京来看我，到时候真的就可以考虑在北京买房。
第2个步骤也就是养猪。
When he did mention, "Don't you want to leave more money to your children?" then that was a definite hook.
狗推其实是诈骗公司里面给业务员取的一个名字。
起立。好，狗类可以看好。
最后一段杀猪的这个阶段，
最后把客户钓到极致，他手上有多少钱，全部都给他钓干净。只有一个字儿，就是让他们对你有一个字儿，怕。
就是来了之后才知道，进了园区之后就跟地狱差不多的。
只要你没死，就能继续。
I am going to make the cheese bread.
One of my son's favorite bread, I think Chinese we call it QQ, a chewy bite to it. Trained as an attorney, but I would consider myself more of an entrepreneur.
Cindy immigrated from Hong Kong to the US for law school. She ran a successful shipping business and raised 2 children until cancer forced her to slow down.
Sometimes like to freak the waiters in the restaurant because then they'll say, "Do you have any dietary restriction on?" And I'll say, "Well, I don't have a stomach." Within 4 months of having my stomach removed, my cancer had spread to my liver. On top of the health problems, my marriage of 16 years was pretty much done. In the morning, I have to take an allergy pill, and then I have to do Miralax in the afternoon, 1 more of these at night. Jimmy came at a time when I was the most vulnerable in my entire life. First message, it came as a very innocent message. I said, "Wrong number." He came back, "You look Chinese. Are you Chinese?" And I said, "Yes." Jimmy said he was either 35 or 36. He's from Dalian, currently living in Los Angeles. He had moved here just before COVID, and then COVID hit, and so he's not able to go home. He was a lonely man in need of comfort.
He's like, no, now you're playing tug of war with me.
A lot of immigrants, a lot of us feel a bit of loneliness.
女人都有所谓的母爱，知道吗？当大家听到一个人在感情上受到伤害的时候， 我叫小醉，我是去年成立这个公司，这个公司是做杀猪盘。这几年大约也就赚几百万。我为什么能担任总监这个职位？因为我自己本身写了一套模式，就是我写的模式一定要跟客户铺垫所谓的扎心故事，这就是所谓他的母爱泛滥了。
Jimmy would message me every day. If I was sad in my interactions with my husband, he was always there, and he would always reassure me that he would be there. At night, he would message me, "Good night, I hope you sleep well, sweet dreams."
我们NASO是当然想要来帮助这些受害人，将这些坏人绳之以法啦。
Zelos, not a real name, set up the global anti-scam organization to help victims of the pig butchering romance scam. For her safety, she has asked to remain anonymous.
我现在的中心一直都是在NASO里面，就是还是觉得我在做正义的东西。
GASO now has 80 members globally, mostly victims turned investigators.
我觉得有一个人需要去 start 一个 war， 我们需要去跟这些人打仗。
Tracking down the scammers is almost impossible. They are hidden behind false identities and could be anywhere in the world.
整个东南亚有大概50万个狗推，我也不排除讲说有些是自愿的，那有些真的是骗过去的。
Hundreds of pig butchering scam gangs work across the region. They run teams of scammers hidden in secure locations.
我们和弟弟在21年12月开始联系。弟弟他其实是在脸书找到我们的。
Didi says he's a prisoner, and he's being held in a city called Sihanoukville. The city is a popular destination for Chinese tourists, attracted to its flashy casino district. Government-licensed casinos are legal in Cambodia, but many are being used as a front for online scams. Recruitment adverts on social media sell dream jobs in the city, but the reality is very different. Didi left home for the promise of a good job in Sihanoukville. But when he met his contact in China, he was trafficked across the border and taken to a walled compound run by scam gangs.
还有一部分是被骗，还有一部分是被强制操作。 在大街上走着，都有可能突然停下来一辆车，有几个人下来拿枪顶住你，直接把你带走，直接卖到医院去。
Thousands of young men and women like Didi are being forced to scam from inside these casino compounds.
My Pomeranian, when I'm outside of the door of the shop, she will start whining because she loves going there so much. I had become more and more fond of Jimmy. When my husband and I had decided that we were going to divorce, that's when it switched to much more of a romantic relationship. I had lost my hair during chemo. You know, I debated whether to have short hair or long hair, but then I realized I actually looked okay with short hair. I do remember receiving these emojis with hearts. It's quite flattering for a middle-aged woman to meet a young man who finds you attractive.
我们通常会用包装人物都用的特别帅，多金，又有责任心，又懂得关心人，万法不离其宗啊！杀猪盘都是有一点感情，通过感情可以让他相信你。
Jimmy and I would actually talk quite often on the phone.
Oh, hello. 做了什么？
没做什么，待着。
就是那样子啊。为什么不跟朋友出去？
那我这边哪有朋友？
因为我们的工作是什么？他无时无刻他都在盯着电脑。详聊过程中，你可以就是判断出来这个客户是否是能成为你的猎物。
Didi has been in touch with Zelos from Gasso again.
"其实我们跟黄乐弟弟聊天的时候，就是我们可以看得出他的心地很善良。
今天是3月28号，我现在在国内办上班时间是晚上8点到早上8点。
Didi says anyone caught filming in the office will be punished. But he managed to secretly film his dormitory and take a picture of the guard that watches over them 24 hours a day.
照片啊，或者是视频啊，这些我们就是你这里发，然后马上就要删的那种，这些也是要确保他的安全。
He also captures this video of the compound at night. He's allowed to move between his dormitory and the office building, but he can't leave the complex.
这里还有老员工，只要你没事就能继续干。
Jimmy first brought up his dabbling in crypto, and he sounded like he knew what he was talking about. I refused him on numerous occasions. Crypto was something that I knew nothing about. I'd always been very risk adverse with my investments. And so we actually did end up having a video call. And lo and behold, it was Jimmy. Same person in the photo was walking in a parking lot.
现在骗子的高明之处，你们都不知道啊。就比如说用刘德华吧，对吧？我就能让你视频的时候，我就是刘德华，嘴型都一样，我说什么嘴型都一样。有专门这样的软件。
He said, I will show you how to trade and what to trade, but I don't touch a dime. And so that, of course, kind of piqued my interest. And so, okay, why not? He said, go on this website and open up an account on this website. The first amount that I invested was less than $20,000, but I think we made a couple $1,000.
客户一看，这钱来的这么容易，提现也到账了，对不对？然后该进行第二步，加大资金。
So this is October 21st for $250,010. This is October 25th for $250,000.
I remember calling my best friend Emily, and she knew that I was having day-to-day conversations with this new guy.
I thought Jimmy was like a nice distraction from her current situation, and it's just fun. It's a very sensitive time because she had just found out that, I'm going to start crying, that she was terminal.
At that point, there was no cure for my cancer, so it was deemed terminal or medically palliative.
November 10th for $550,000.
When he did mention, don't you want to leave more money to your children, then that was a definite hook on my part.
"只有一个字儿，就是让他们对你有一个字儿，怕，就完事了。
The type of violence Didi witnesses is common. This footage from a range of compounds was shared with us by Gasso and other activists.
如果你不小心被骗去搞诈骗的话，然后你有可能没有业绩或者是不听话，一般都会收到挨饿啊，或者关于小黑屋啊，或者是被电棒捅，
起来，
或者是被几个人打。
起来，不要给我找疼，快起来。
触碰公司红线是最严重的，轻则暴打一顿，让你最少10天半个月下不了床；重则断腿，也可能断胳膊。公司有专门的打手，当然我不会去动手打任何人。
在这里根本没有这个事，是赚钱。
我也是很想要尽快把他救出来，但是很多东西是需要时间去处理。
The casino complex where Didi's being held is called Huangle. We set out to see the compound for ourselves.
这个也挺偏僻的。通向那个园区吗？我觉得好像是。
The road takes us up the coast, away from the city center, to an enclosed set of buildings behind high walls.
我们现在走手边看到就是弟弟的宿舍。可不可以稍微往后退一点，可以看到那个方形的小窗子。
Didi is 100 meters away, behind one of those barred windows. Since 2016, Huangle has expanded rapidly into what is now a large and well-equipped development, which includes a casino, supermarkets, and a swimming pool. There's even a police station right next to the compound. With hundreds trapped inside forced to scam, how are the criminal gangs able to get away with it? Posing as a scammer, we answer a job advert for a scam company operating inside the Huangle compound. The recruiter tells us how it works.
诈骗杀猪盘之类的，可能说在这个园区里做这些东西是比较安全的，相对而言是这个意思吗？
那生意本身也不啥吧，园区老板说白了那就是地主房东，他就是充当保护伞呢。你说我这个地儿我保证你安全，然后呢，我这跟官员说好，这个地儿你来保护。开园区的每个月都往上面上供，好的园几个月10几万美金要上供。
The BBC can reveal that the owner of the Huangle casino and compound is Cambodian businessman Quang Li. Li's business empire covers real estate, casinos, hotels, and construction companies. He's honored as an Okna, the highest title bestowed on civilians by the Cambodian king, and has been pictured alongside prominent officials at public and private events. But inside his compound, criminal networks are forcing victims of trafficking to carry out romance scams, crypto fraud, and money laundering, all illegal under Cambodian and international law.
Arishka. Good girl. Good girl.
And so this is one of the things that was on Little Red.
2 months after meeting Jimmy, Cindy had invested $2 million and was led to believe that she'd made a $3 million profit.
But this is not USD, right?
No, so there's the USDT, and this is the Ethereum. And that's the amount.
That's insane.
Isn't it?
还是让这个人继续赢。提现的时候，后台会发送消息是提现失败。
And then he tells me, when you withdraw money from the exchange, you need to pay a tax. And it was a 10% tax.
When the tax thing came up, and then it started being a little bit more fishy.
有很多女人啊，她就是明明知道是骗局，她不愿让自己醒来。如果点破了，钱没了，人也没了。
I did continue to try to get my money out. So $500,000 went in. Jimmy would reassure me that this was all legitimate.
我每次都听你，我听你现在是250万。
你再乖 好不好？
最后把客户调到极致，他手上有多少钱，全部都给他调干净。
You are number 193 of the applicants in withdrawing your money. To reach from 193 to 1, I actually had to pay $1,000 for each bump in the spot. I remember saying to Jimmy, I'm done, because this is just absolutely ridiculous.
While researching the fake platform she invested in, Cindy came across Gassel's website.
So the first email I sent to them, and I said, hi there. I just came across your site and it looks like I am also a victim of the pig butchering scam. I have lost a lot of money, 2.5 million. These scammers are brutal. I am currently fighting terminal cancer and they have no conscience. That was my email to them. Gasso replied, it is unfortunate that we meet under such circumstances. Please know that we are all victims too. Please let us know your current situation. Despite the large amount that I lost, I actually believe that I've been luckier than most.
87了也35了，很普普通通一个上班族啊，大龄剩女吧。被骗的这个事情发生，可能很大一部分还是来源于这方面的一个压力。
Joyce's life was turned upside down when she also fell victim to the pig butchering romance scam.
开销也没多少钱，反正能省劲就省。吃点什么呢？挂面。之前经常买一些海鲜呐或之类的，但是现在的话基本上就不买。刚开始呢，就是我的自己的这个存款，再到后来之后，然后就开始让我进行这个银行的贷款。完了之后，开始让我就是下载一些网贷的一些 APP。现在回想起来，就是那个时候的人的状态简直是太疯狂了，已经好像不是钱一样，对，就是一堆数字。现在黄瓜多少钱呀？
黄瓜5块。
这么贵？
正常吧，这还便宜了，别的地儿都卖6块。
微信收款16点5元，谢谢惠顾，欢迎下次光临。
狗推他们引流真是无孔不入，世纪佳缘、百合、陌陌、探探这些，一款就是吃喝玩乐的软件都能被他们利用。
大概就是去年的12月份吧，当时跟骗子的聊天的那段时间里边，他说他1月份会到北京来看我。到时候真的就可以考虑在北京买房。
造梦，所谓造梦是什么？我想跟你一起在北京生活。那么我们现在一起共同努力来赚这个钱。
反正。你知道我们楼里头今年的时候就摆了一个那个防诈骗的那个，哎呦，那看着特别的啊。我的网贷平台我点了9家，然后到最后就是贷不下来了，因为整个征信啊都已经乱掉了，再加上我的。也就差不多小80万、70多万这样子。
If Joyce fails to pay back the loans, she would be blacklisted by China's social credit system, which will impact every aspect of her life. Her father has had to ask the entire family to help.
我觉得那也是我第一次就见他哭，是一种责备吧，太蠢了，太愚蠢了。我那个时候就崩溃了，我就大哭。穿这个吧。接下来给大家跳一支古典舞吧，然后我觉得这个舞蹈挺柔美的。
After a full day at the office, Joyce also teaches dance online to help pay back her loans. She makes about $200 per month from the virtual gifts her followers send her.
现在整个人先把现在的这个钱先还，就是好好的一个人生，就真的就是一个骗子可以改变整个人的这个人生的一个轨迹。知道我遇到这种事儿，我不知道有没有这种幸运能遇到这种人，能够去包容我的这种。谢谢大伟哥的小星星，拜拜，晚安。
Did I fall in love with Jimmy? No, but it was still a loss. It still felt like a heartbreak. I'm curious about who this person is in the photo because I knew that there was always a real person to this, right?
Cindy, we found the person.
No way.
Do you want to take a look at his social media account?
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, this guy has a lot of photos. What is he, a model?
We'd found the Instagram account of the real Jimmy. He's actually an entirely innocent social media influencer from South Korea.
I have this one. Like, I'm actually like holding my breath because it's a trigger. I have some semblance of PTSD or something.
We tried to contact the influencer to warn him that his profile was being used by scam gangs. But he didn't want to talk. Just like Cindy and Joyce, Zelos was also a victim of the pig butchering romance scam.
其实我还没有被诈骗的时候，我是一个完全没有烦恼的一个人。后来因为我知道我自己被诈骗，我很想要自杀很多次，老实讲。诈骗后的生活虽然是不容易，但是我从中找得到一个意义。就这些狗推也算是一种攻击诈骗集团的一个方式啦。能救一个是一个。因为弟弟被困在诈骗公司4个月，他的心态越来越糟。在4月1号凌晨，我们接到弟弟的讯息。
At a safe house in Phnom Penh, we meet some former scammers who recently escaped from casino compounds.
就是来了之后才知道，进了园区之后就跟地狱差不多的感觉。
They show us the morning ritual that the Gans put them through, a motivational chant.
起立，兄弟姐妹们，早上好。
好，很好，非常好，努力非常好。
我们聊欧美的话，可能有10多台手机，
上14个最低，天天对着电脑，我都不愿意干，但是他们还会殴打人家，殴打我。庆幸的万幸吧，我逃出来，现在我算是自由，但是我现在很想家。
The scammers will stay in this safe house until they can travel back to China.
都已经整理好了，也没什么东西的。
They are supported by a group of Chinese volunteers like Lu Xiangri.
才每天的开支至少在200-300美金啊，现在也很困难维持这里的开支，借钱什么。有爱心人士有军政过。
Lu Xiangri is another victim of the scam gangs who also managed to escape. He's now helping other Chinese nationals trapped inside the compounds.
这个位置是属于金边的吗？还是在哪里的？我都还搞不懂这是在什么地方的。
He's been working closely with Zelos and Gasso to try and rescue Didi.
那边救援确实是挺困难的，在黄乐那边。就我们去找当地的警方，他们都不会接案，所以说他关系可能比较硬一点。
Stories of abuse and harsh conditions inside the Huangle compound are widespread.
然后我是从欢乐出来的。
In June, a Chinese man named Mi Lijun was thrown out of Huangle after he fell ill and had been deprived of medical care.
等一下到金边了啊，一会儿到金边有人。
He was found abandoned on a motorway and taken to hospital.
不超这么也不可能这么瘦啊，人呢？
啊？没有出来过，一直在眼睛里面。
We've obtained this footage of his final hours before he died of organ failure. No one has been held accountable for his death. Zelos is growing more anxious about Didi day by day.
他觉得自己等不到被获救的那天，救援小组成员都希望他能再坚持下去。
But it seems Didi can't wait anymore. In the early hours of the morning and still under the cover of darkness, Didi takes his chance.
钢筋焊着的3楼窗口那里，然后我刚好在那2个空调外机的顶上那里，刚好看见一个洞，够一个人钻出去。然后外面是一块荒草地，我一跳下去。 趴在那个深草里，一直不敢动，看了好半天，也没人发现我的样子，可以说是爬到马路上去，然后最后拦了一辆出租车。因为之前一直省着钱嘛，给了那个司机100，然后我就叫他要一直往前开。 现在已经成功跑出来了，正在去景点安全的路上。
After a 6-hour journey, Didi is finally safe. His first call is to Zelos from Gassel.
Hi.
你们在哪？
我们现在在那个阳台上。
我该不是到一半了，我又冲进来房间。
要不要那么快？
我打电话说我手很臭，我有那个虾味。
如果是有机会的话，肯定是想马上回去。我也都是想尽快的重新开始吧，这样平平淡淡的过完以后的日子吧。其实我之前也很喜欢帮助人，但是我想我之后我可能会更加愿意去帮助别人。
听到弟弟可以成功逃离苦海的时候，我们整个救援小组看到了一丝的希望。我不管是救谁，救受害人也好，或者是救狗推也好，我知道我每天回家我在救人，我生活是有意义的在过。
Despite the overwhelming evidence of labor trafficking, physical abuse, and scamming operations inside the Huangle compound, no one has been arrested or charged with any crime. We put these allegations to the owner of the compound, Mr. Kwang Li. He did not respond. We also contacted the Sihanoukville Provincial Police to ask them why no action has been taken against Mr. Kwang Li. They too did not reply.
我很有幸，就是最终我把命保下来了。跟我来柬埔寨一共3个人，有一个失踪到现在还没有消息，另外一个身中8枪死了。就算你是老板，你都有可能出事。我觉得我的付出跟我的回报不成比例，我就重新谈利益分成这一块。我被7、8个人拉进小黑屋里面，当时我心想着，我说完了，这次肯定命保不住了。然后先是脚踹脚踢，然后我人倒在底下的时候，头在底下，然后那个人就拿脚一脚都踩住我的头。这是打完我以后我身上的伤。
Xiao Zui eventually escaped from the casino compound.
我之前那个老板呢，他现在是逮不住我，他逮住我100%要了我的命。这我其实恨透了这个行业。哎呀，以前很多客户被骗完以后哭的那种撕心裂肺的痛，打算回国跟我女朋友结婚嘛，就平平淡淡的能过日子就行了。
Cindy's health is stable, and she's continuing to receive palliative treatment.
I've given the scammers enough of my time. I've given enough of my money. And I absolutely refuse to give them who I actually am.
Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my father, take your inheritance,
that there is life after the scam. Don't let the scammers take anything more from you.
After 6 months in Cambodia, Didi is finally home.
嗨，大家好，我现在已经回国了，而且也找了一份工作。虽然工资不怎么样，但总归是正常的生活了，是吧？而且这趟回来也欠下了不少债，所以说还得好好努力，好好赚钱。还是得谢谢这一路都在帮助我的人们，真的非常谢谢你们，非常感谢。
Coming up on BBC Three, it's Go Hard or Go Home.